This is monument number 1. There you go then, Independence Monument. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. The reason why it's so exciting is because this right here in Dushanbe, Tajikistan is the... Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ed and I am miles away from home. Right now it is day 15 here in Central Asia. We're in Dushanbe, it's day 1 in Dushanbe. I'm gonna go for a mooch today. Basically we're gonna explore Dushanbe. There's loads of weird monuments that I've seen, like big like weird buildings and stuff, because of the dictator. He wants to give off outward prosperity without actually doing anything necessarily good for the people of this place. So they've got bare interesting monuments to take pictures of and stuff. So we're gonna head into town. I want to get some breakfast first of all though, because it's morning time and I'm hungry. In Dushanbe, to get around, you can just flag down. There's taxis everywhere. Like every other car is a taxi. And you just flag them down and then they run on a meter and the prices are like relatively reasonable because they're metered, they don't mug you off. Here's one. And just flag it, mate. So that's what we're gonna do. So from what I gather, all the taxis start at 10 Somoni, which is less than £1. And then they basically just stay at that, like, they barely go up no matter how long you're in it for. So that one cost me 10 Somoni for like a 5-6 minute journey, and hoping that the restaurant slash coffee shop slash place I want to get food is here. There's loads of roadworks going on right here, but I think it's around this corner. Yeah, here we go, right outside the construction. No wonder he didn't want to take me. They do breakfast from 7:30 until 10. Lovely. Right now it's like 10:30 in the morning, so okay. It looks fancy inside. You come in through that door and then they have this nice little outside space. Hello. Very lovely, very secluded. I'm gonna go in this corner here. Looks good. I was just thinking, Dushanbe is not really a place that I really know or knew anything about. Tajikistan as well. These Central Asian countries are a bit mad. They get zero attention, at least in my worldview. I would never have associated Dushanbe, Tajikistan with a coffee shop like this or a bar like we went to last night. It's proper nice here. I really feel like this trip is shifting my perceptions about the world. There are places that I thought would be, I don't know what I'm trying to say without, I don't want to sound like a... Basically, everywhere has nice places. Everywhere you can find really nice places, and these countries are actually way more modern than you necessarily think, and they have banging coffee shops and restaurants and stuff. So it's just nice to be shown a different kind, like different sides of the world, and then shown that your perceptions can be pretty wrong. Oh my actual days, look at this state of this, what the fuck? I mean, if I have any French audience, they're gonna be fuming that it's coming a croissant, but I think that's legit. Fuck. Apologies to Renault, who I met in Hunza in Pakistan. He'll be actually fuming about this, but this looks legit. Wait, let me crack the egg open, do that egg. Oh my God, look at that. Right, let me see if I can. I'm gonna scram this off, just have a chill here, and then we'll go to a monument, one of the many monuments, and just have a little mooch about for a bit. So that food ended up costing 64 Somoni, which is $6.40 fiver, which is decent, especially considering the food and the cafe, how nice it was, because you can't really put a price on getting nice food like that when you're in countries like this. Although it seems like Dushanbe has loads of restaurants and coffee shops like that. But anyway, now the move is to go and look at all these monuments. I think I'm also going to go to the National Museum, and I think I'm also going to go to that tower and go up that tower. I'm gonna have a look at the flagpole. The flagpole is cool, but I'm gonna wait till we get there for the flagpole. It seems like quite an interesting city, so we're gonna go explore it all. Bro, so I'm just walking down, this is Rudaki Avenue, which is the main street in central Dushanbe. Look at this, look at how nice it is. I'm buzzing with this. Super wide streets, loads of shade because of the trees, lots of trees. Like, that's a really nice building over there. These are really nice buildings. This could be Italy or Paris. The Italian flag is everywhere. It's not the Italian flag, it's the Tajik flag. All these really nice shops. As I think I may have said, but as I understand it, central Dushanbe is really nice. and I think the rich do really well here. But if you're not rich, you're struggling because the president doesn't really distribute wealth very well, kind of being a dictator and all. But yeah, it's nice as a tourist. Can't lie, it's very nice as a tourist. This is monument number 1. This is the monument of Ismail Somoni. So Ismail Somoni was the leader of the Samorid Empire, which was a Persian empire back in the day, like very long time ago, 800 I think, and 900 AD. The capital was Bukhara, which is now obviously in modern day Uzbekistan, but he is widely considered, Ismail Somoni, the father of the Tajik nation. The money is named after him. Their highest mountain, Mount Somoni, is also named after him. So pretty important guy in the whole Tajik history, and they have this big monument to him right here. This is one of the pictures that you see, like when you see pictures of Dushanbe. And then over there's a cool clock. There's the Presidente. I told you yesterday. There's Presidente. He's on everything. And then there's also a cool building over there, which I don't know what it is yet, but we will find out soon. Let's just go walk up. It's massive, mate. Wait, let me just try and get some context as to how big it is. Just run up these stairs. It's ginormous. Right. Wait, let me stand right at the base of it. Can't even see him. Walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. It's ginormous, and he's got these ginormous lions on either side of him. Oh god, fall over. And then you can walk through this giant golden portal. It's crazy. This is what I mean about like these. Oh, sorry. Okay, well you can't walk on it because there's a policeman there that will tell you off. But there you go. That's Ismail Somoni. This is what you're looking at from the other side. I mean, it looks the same, but it's on the other side. And then they also have here a map of the Samanid state, the Samanid Empire. So it's from the 9th to the 10th centuries, and it covers Persia, a lot of Central Asia, and this is what Ismail Somoni created and what he ruled, which is pretty cool. So you've got Independence Monument there, and then you've got all of these look like water fountains to me. But then if you spin round 180, this is the next monument, which is the Independence Monument, which they must have built to signify their independence from Russia. Another, like, a lot of gold, a lot of white being used. Let's get a bit closer so you can see it better, because we're a bit far away still. There you go then, Independence Monument. Very gold, very ornate, loads of flowers around it, very white, and then you spin and you have the Ismail Somoni thing on the other side as well. There's an artificial waterfall on the other side, so we're going to go have a look at that as well. Feels eerily quiet as well. More on that in a minute. Just saying, it's so weirdly quiet. Now, I don't know whether it's a Sunday, for one. I don't know whether that's because it's 35 degrees at the moment, and the only people that are stupid enough to be out in 35 degrees are idiot tourists like me, or whether it's just because people don't go outside here. But like, it's very clean. There's like loads of trash bins everywhere, trash cans, rubbish bins, but there like doesn't really seem to be very many people. That being said, last night it was kind of ramo outside. Maybe it's the heat thing, but yeah, it's just been something that I've noticed. There's just not been very many, there's not very many people around. Google Maps says there's an artificial waterfall here, and I'm curious as to what an artificial waterfall looks like in the centre of the capital city of Tajikistan. So we're gonna go look at that. I think it's just literally just up here. If I'm not mistaken, the waterfall's down, like, comes from here down there, but it doesn't look like there's much water going on, and I can't really hear it. Oh no, it's all the way down there. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, but fucking hell, I burnt my elbow. I really can't be asked to go down there, it's too hot. Next to these monuments and in the centre of Dushanbe, you have a couple of parks. So this is Rudaki Park, named the same as the avenue. Basically, Mr. Rudaki, Abu Abdullah Rudaki, was a poet around the same time as Ismail Somoni, and he's considered the father of Persian poetry. He was nicknamed like Adam, the Adam of poetry, because of how he's like the founding father basically of Arab Persian poetry. So after the Arab world conquered, I guess, Persia, where we are right now, and brought Islam to these countries, Ismail Somoni was part of that. This guy, Rudaki, wrote loads of poems basically, and they love him for it, and he's a bit of a he has a lot of cultural significance here in Tajikistan. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. This wasn't on my list. This must be Rudaki. Oh, Rudaki is also on the 100 Somoni note as well. But this must be like a monument to him as well. So that's Rudaki there, I think. I'm going to assume it's his park, so it must be him. But I'm not going to fact check myself, so it could be wrong. I just changed my mind slightly because I was going to go to Flagpole Park, which is basically just an extension of Rudaki Park. But before we do that, this building in front of us, this big, white, colossal building in front of us, I think, if I'm not wrong, is the new Parliament building. Because everything is so walkable, so Dushanbe is actually quite small, especially the centre here, and all of these monuments you can walk to within like 5 minutes of each other, so super walkable, which is actually very nice because it's so hot. But for us as tourists, we can just like mooch about, get to all the different monuments super quick. So this behind me is your entrance portal thing to Rudaki Park. Looks very nice. And then this in front of me, when we get around this sign, I don't know what that is the new Parliament building. So it looks very grand, doesn't it? Very I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it looks cool, it looks important, it looks like he spent a lot of money building it. I definitely won't be allowed in it, so just wanted to show you what it looked like very quickly whilst we were here. We're officially inside Flagpole Park, and that officially is the flagpole. I'm really disappointed because it's not waving. I think there's no wind, but basically the reason why it's so exciting is because this right here in Dushanbe, Tajikistan is the highest flagpole in the world. Highest flagpole in the world. That's crazy. Can you believe it? Anyway, it doesn't even... It's hard to tell because I've not been in front of that many high flagpoles before, but it doesn't really feel like it's that high. The sun's very strong. There's a little lake here. Obviously you can do your rubber ducky boat, sit on the lake, and then that over there is the National Museum of Tajikistan behind it. So that's why I was so excited, because it's the highest flagpole in the entire world. That's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Okay, let's walk up to the base of it, and then we can really see how tall it is. Whoa, so tall, oh my god. This is me. Well, I'm not even as tall as I'm barely tall as the base. I am small though. There you go. A really tall flagpole. Next up on this tour of all of the monuments of Dushanbe, we're going to go to the National Museum, Tajik National Museum. It's just in front of me. The reason why I'm going to go always, because I don't really know anything about Tajikistan or the history of the country, and I think that I should probably know more things about it. If I'm going to come and visit the country, I should probably know some stuff about it. The entrance is here, so let's go in, see how much it costs. And Presidente? No, that's actually not Presidente. Okay, ticket office this way. Here we go. Salam, one ticket please. 35, perfect, okay. $3.50. I will pay the man now. First of all, there's aircon, which is amazing. Second of all, they have these arrows that you have to follow. So we want to go to floor -1 because the exhibition starts on floor -1. Direct me to the escalators. I would never have been, oh fuck me, this is the slowest escalator ever. I would never have been able to find that without the help of the arrows on the floor. Immediately, in what can only be described as a shocking turn of events, Presidente is all over it, mate. Anyway, I'm going the wrong way. I have to go this way. Must follow the arrows. I do not have free will in this place. I must follow the arrows, otherwise I will get in trouble. Straight into the Christmas tree room. I think we're in the nature room. It's like rocks and stuff. Can't lie, I don't really care about rocks. So I skipped quite a lot of that floor because I'm not particularly interested in the geography, but now we're following the brown arrows on the floor to go through floor 1. Floor 1 and 2 are going to be history, so we're going to focus our time in floor 1 and 2. This is going to be Stone Age up to Ismail Somoni and the Samanid Empire, so that's what we're going to go with now. Apparently man came to Tajikistan in the Paleolithic era. I don't really know much about it, but here's a little scene that they have here in the museum of the, like, what it would have been like. An elephant. We're modernising. I'm going to skip forward in time. As I understand it, the Samarkand was the first leader of the Samanids. They were the rulers of this place, and the son of Samarkand was the leader, but the capital, like, he was in Bukhara, and he assigned his sons all the place. Anyway, Ismail came to power, became the leader, and he assigned Bukhara as the capital of the region. What I find kind of strange is that Uzbekistan have Amir Timur, and they love him, and these guys love Ismail Somoni, but Ismail Somoni was in Bukhara, which is in modern day Uzbekistan. Before we go up to floor 2, this is a pretty mad painting of the president. Love it. I wish I was a dictator. The ego on the guy is sick. Okay, finally, so this room gives us the Soviet history of Tajikistan. So basically, October 1917, Soviet Revolution. 1924 comes under the rule of the Soviet Union. In 1924, that's when the Soviet draws the border lines between the different countries, and apparently it was artificially deprived for the Tajik people and their historical cultural centres. So they weren't benefited by the drawing of the lines by the Soviet Union. It's a national tragedy, apparently. 1929, they formed the Tajik Soviet Socialist Republic, and then that opened up a wide range of opportunities for political, social, economic growth. From 1950, that's when they were able to develop, 1950s and 1991, especially in the 1960s and 1980s, to the 1980s, they developed agriculture loads. I think this room's going to be really interesting. So basically in 1991 there was an extraordinary congress in the Supreme Council of the Republic of Tajikistan was held, and they were talking about the independence of Tajikistan from the Soviets. But what I find more interesting is down here. It doesn't talk about the civil war at all. And then if you go down here to this part, it talks about national reconciliation. I'm going to read out exactly what it says on the board. With the honour of historical wisdom of Tajik peacemaking, directly selflessly initiative of founder of peace and national unity, leader of nation, president of Republic of Tajikistan, His Excellency Emomali Rahmon, in Tajikistan national reconciliation won to dispersion. The first negotiation with the aim of peacekeeping in Tajikistan from the 5th till the 19th of April 1994 was carried out in Moscow. In 27th of June 1997 in Moscow, the General Consolidation Peace Agreement and National Consent was signed, which put to end the civil war in Tajikistan. I just find it so funny what the name that what he's given himself. And I'm not even lying when I say that this room is literally just full of pictures of him. Him, or him. Like in different stages of Tajikistan history. All of these pictures of him shaking hands with somebody, Putin, him and a Chinese guy, presumably like one of the Chinese communist leaders, him and someone from the Middle East. He's just like just pictures of him doing shit, him in the mountains in Tajikistan. This is probably to do with agriculture, this section. I love it, I absolutely love it. Look, the flag is flying. Yay, wow. One more monument to go. It was the one that we were at yesterday, and we're gonna go climb it. Before that, I wanna get some food, and I have a little side mission that I wanna run. This wasn't on the list of things that I was gonna show, but this is the presidential palace. So this is where he himself, El Presidente, lives. Maybe not quite as nice as I thought it would have been. given his ego, but I mean, I'm not sure it's big enough. All right, this is the spot that I've chosen for lunch, but I'm concerned it might be a bit posh. It's Turkish food, and ChatGPT said, wow. ChatGPT said that it was cheap, so I'm hoping it's going to be cheap, but you never know with these joints. Hello, sit here. Thank you. Alright. The menu's absolutely chaos, but I think I'm just going to get this chicken sandwich here. It's only 36 Somoni, which is $3.60. They've already come out with this bread and this like sauce. It's electric, mate. So yeah, I'm going to order and then show the food, and then we'll go to the last stop. I actually changed my mind and I went over chicken kebab. It looks amazing. I've just had a little bit of the chicken here. I think it's going to slap. That food was amazing. It was 79 Somoni the bill though, so that's $7.90, which is it's a bit more expensive than what I've been used to being paying. But I think that that's still reasonable for the food that I had. Anyway, we are ready. I'm just outside the entrance, I think, to the park where the Istikul monument is, where we could go up and get some panoramic views of Dushanbe. This is one of the side entrances versus where I came in yesterday. They've got these massive portals, massive archways everywhere. It's dead impressive. And then you can see the Istikul through there. So we're gonna go and climb that. Have a look at the panoramic views that we get. You can get like out on the balcony, and it's actually pretty sick. Whoa, what's that over there? So this is the view from like directly out of the door. All these gardens, mate. So that's where I came in, and then all of these gardens. Is that where I came in? Don't know. Here, let's go around. This is the mosque where we came in yesterday. Prezi Palace and all that are over there, and then flagpole over there, King Splendiferous. The weird coney shaped thing is the National Museum, and then you can just about in the very distance see the War Memorial thing. What's fascinating about this is how built up it is. There's no one here. Like, I've been walking around all day today and I've barely seen anyone. But look at the actual, like, so many flats, so many high rises, so many, wow. Maybe that's the, fuck, oh my God, Poncho's an idiot. That's the mosque that you wanted to go to. It's that one that's over there, not the one that we went to yesterday. The one that we went to yesterday was well small. It's cool that it's surrounded by mountains. All these countries are surrounded by mountains. I think I've done a 360 now. It's very cool that all these countries are surrounded by like big mountains, these capitals. Dushanbe, of all of the Central Asian capitals, on first impressions at least, it's defo my favourite. There just feels like there's a lot going on here. Save the rest of Tajikistan and save the fact that it's a dictator that's created it. I just think it's super interesting. And clearly this place, like, built up, very modern, lots of nice cafes and restaurants, bars despite it being Muslim, all sorts going on here. I'm vibing with this. Instant click. Sometimes you get like an instant click with a city.